Well, hello there, my friends. Chris Marcus here with you for Arcadia Economics. Happy Monday morning. Hope your week is off to a good start. Hopefully going better for you than Jerome Powell and the Fed. Tricky situation they're finding themselves in. I did know, and this is, again, my commitment to and my love for this beautiful audience. I didn't even get to hear his 60 Minutes appearance yet, but I wanted to get you the news before I dig in. Well, I'm excited to cover that. And by the way, Hayden Martin in the chat says, putting the pressure on the CFTC. Well, I did call them while I was out for a walk with Nibbles this morning, so we will cover that. But anyway, let's get right to it and dig in to today's news, which I might add is brought to us by the kind folks at Reyna Silver, which was certainly a stock a lot of people were intrigued by at Silverfest. And again, I'm not your licensed financial counselor, but if you think silver is going to go up and you're looking for silver and you have Peter McGaw on your team, a strong balance sheet, and you're in a high-grade district scale, if that sounds exciting to you, then go check out Reyna Silver, Reyna, or hit the contact page, and you can get all of your questions answered and see if that could be better than investing in treasuries. Obviously, I wouldn't know because I'm confused by the news. I'm not even doing a show. I mean, they're like someone I can study that can explain the Fed to me. I don't get it. Actually, I think I get it just fine. But the shocking news, if you're driving, well, you shouldn't be driving watching this, but pull over to the side of the road. Let's be safe here, guys, because Powell says it's highly unlikely the Fed will raise rates this year, despite the stronger economy. Jeff Cox, let's see if he clued in to the scheme yet. It's kind of like at least Charlie Brown. I don't know if you ever realized that that girl with the football shaped head was going to pull the ball away each time. That's how I feel about the Fed. So anyway, it's odd because the last I heard, they said they were going to leave interest rates at 0 until 2022. Then it was 2023. I heard some of the Wall Street media, which I don't know is a division of the Fed, in my own opinion, that's not factual information, say I heard 5 years tossed out. So I wasn't. Let me put it like this: I didn't sell all of my silver last night because I was like, shit, Jay's gonna start hiking. But let's dig in. Although it looks like somebody sold some silver here. Wow, down 54 cents, over 2%. I have to wrap this one up. And I was planning to buy mining stock call options today, which again is not legal financial advice. Now I really want to buy them. So we'll be on the quicker side here and just cover, I mean, really, what could I add to Federal Reserve that CNBC actually called the maestro a couple of weeks ago? I don't know if Greenspan is cool with that, but despite what he sees as a rapidly recovering economy, sorry, first sentence was funny. Oh, they were serious. Sorry, my bad. Jerome Powell has reaffirmed the central bank's commitment to keep loose monetary policy in place. Well, let me just wrap this one up now. I mean, they're committed to it. That includes a statement of near certainty that interest rates won't be going anywhere as inflation remains tame. All right. Well, it looks like interest rates have been going plenty somewhere. Here's the 10-year interest rates that now, I would say that the Fed doesn't more overtly rig, although they kind of really do overtly rig the 10-year as well. I don't remember if they're buying 10 years right now. Although, let me correct that. I don't know if they have publicly acknowledged they're buying 10 years. I'll bet there's someone, maybe they'll say, oh, we're not buying a 10-year, but the Exchange Stabilization Fund. There have been couple specific instances I could pull out and say, I'll bet someone who was part of not using their own money was buying the 10-year on this particular occasion, and I'd put a couple ounces of silver on that. But either case, there we see back October, 70 basis points, October 14th. And today we are up at 168, so almost a full percent higher. But they don't see near certainty that interest rates won't be going anywhere. That includes a statement. Well, I don't know about that statement, but I'm going to look at this. And then when they say inflation remains tame, it's interesting. What did that guy tell me to? Someone sent me a message saying Google March consumer, March, was it inflation maybe? I don't know where that is. India, 3.6%. It's over the, seems like they're in U.S. producer inflation heats up. It's like an oven in there as prices increase broadly. Even CNBC noticing it. U.S. producer prices surge. Was this written by Jeff Cox? I mean, maybe someone could forward that to his inbox. Here's Brazil at 6.1%. But I know the dollar's immune to all that stuff. Let's see. Resulting in the largest annual gain in 9.5 years. Wow, look at that. But that was only 1% versus 0.5% expected. So, I mean, I guess we're good to go. Anyway, Scott Pelley hosted a thing. Man, all right. I got to go. Buy options, watch 60 Minutes. Oh, even better. How about this? I'll buy options while I watch Jerome Powell on 60 Minutes, and I'll record it too. And I'll broadcast it later if it comes out good. I have done that before, so I think it'll be fun. Oh, what do we got here? I am in a position to guarantee, financial market guarantees, that always wets my whistle, that the Fed will do everything we can to support the economy for as long as it takes to complete the recovery. Actually, I'm going to call BS on that one, because if anybody really wanted to support the economy, they would stop smashing the broken knee with a hammer, the metaphor for the printed money that has prevented the economy from working. But in reality, what it does is let the mafia government system continue to steal from the economy. So I think he misspoke there, but I will get the nomenclature and linguistics a bit more accurate. That support includes near zero short-term borrowing rates and $120 billion a month in bond purchases put in place following a sharp rebound from, well, now I get it why silver's down 54 cents. It makes sense. Yes. I wonder if Jerome commented on the silver market. Let's see if that's coming up. I mean, I'm doing this live, so flying without a net here. Sure, the commentary on silver is coming up soon. Although, fortunately, I did call the CFTC, and I will share if anybody wants to hear what they said. Powell said more needs to be done. Jeez, legend! Yes! What a fucking hero. Particularly for those in the lower income brackets who have suffered the most. Robin Hood legend Powell. Someone start making the t-shirts. We don't have the answer to everything. Jerome, I'm not going to get mad today. I'm just going to read the things you say and going to laugh in your face and let anybody who wants to watch it see it, because that's more respect than you deserve. I'm a little bit tired of the bullshit this morning, so I'm going to call it like it is. If you don't like it, come do whatever you got to do. We don't have the answer to everything. I think everybody knew that. But the job that we do for the benefit of the public is incredibly important. We do understand that if we get things right, we can really help people. Well, I have some questions about that one because I know a lot of people who aren't being helped right now. And if you want to invite me to the press conference, I will phrase my questions politely, But I have a couple that I'll bet some silver you don't want to answer there, Jay. So, in their most recent fraudulent projections, Fed officials saw GDP rising in 2021 by 6.5%. Well, I guess if you print a lot of money and juice up the credit system, that will be a natural effect. We and a lot of private sector forecasters see strong growth and strong job creation starting right now. All righty. Jay, I have a question for you, my friend, because I'm wondering if you want to go to Las Vegas. I'll go back out there. I didn't really like flying on the plane. It was pretty disgusting with all the social engineering you and your buddies stick on there now. But if you want to go back to Las Vegas and we can film it, trying to get a lift ride, because it's interesting. I've never seen this in any other city, although I wouldn't be surprised if it starts happening soon. You select the ride and then you think it's on the way, you put it back in your pocket or wherever. And then you're like, wait, there's nobody coming, because it keeps timing out. Finally, at one point, I was able to find someone to pick me up, and they said that it's hard to get a Lyft ride because most of the people are home playing video games because they get more for the unemployment and stimulus checks than they do actually working. So I don't know if Jerome's aware of that or if that's counted in the fraudulent government statistics. But anyway, actually, Jerome, fortunately, we don't have to go to Las Vegas. I think I'm taking a trip to Washington next week before I leave the country. I am going to go do some peaceful demonstrations within the law. But I'm going to get some friends, make some signs, maybe get a video camera or two, stop by another agency. So we'll return on that. But Powell said really the outlook has brightened substantially. I might have to watch the 60-minute. Oh, no, I'm going to watch it while I buy the options. That was the solution. I remember it now. That sounds fantastic, and we may have to make a video on that one later. So Powell said he worries about, of course, how did I think we were going to get through this without the COVID monster eating my homework again being the excuse for why the Fed needs to steal multiple trillions beyond what they've already stolen since their inception in 1913. Actually, I was watching From Freedom to Fascism yesterday by one of my new all-time heroes, Aaron Russo. I'll put Judge John Denson up there. Men worth respecting. And Aaron Russo, in this great documentary, he said, now this was, I think, in 2008. He said that all the tax revenue gets consumed just paying the interest expense. So all this other stuff, they're just lying to your face. Joe Biden's lying to your face, lying to everybody's faces. Although, fortunately, in case you were concerned, wait, let's go back here. Rising COVID ate my homework, wear masks, keep isolated from people so you can plug into a computer and listen to losers like Jerome Powell. You know, I don't like being negative, but yeah, I'm a little ticked off, and I'm going to call it like it is. Jerome Powell, you're a loser. Things you do, things you sleep with at night. Good luck with that, buddy. God have mercy on your soul. Be ashamed of yourself. Glad I don't live like that. While he said he does not worry about the financial system stability, he's concerned about ongoing cyber attacks that could one day cause serious damage. Like, you mean how the Fed got hacked and you never commented on that, although short squeezes kicked back up a couple hours later? But keep that secret, buddy. Because one thing, of course, he's not worried about inflation. It's only around 1.6% now. Means well below the 2% target. And he's pledged to keep rates low. Kumbaya. Ignore this. Forget, what did actually this guy tell me to Google? The March inflation. Anyway, go listen to John Williams' Shadow Stats. Listen to Jerome Powell on 60 Minutes. Make your own decisions. Don't listen to me. Let's see. What are they selling else on CNBC this morning? Why robo-advisors may never replace human financial advisors. I hear they're not as good as giving fraudulent advice in such a silly manner. So Biden meets today with executives on the chip shortage. Holy Jesus. I'm going to buy a lot of chips today because by the time Biden's done, he'll have created exacerbated the shortage in that market. Actually, I guarantee you that happens. Not trading advice, but White House to meet with business leaders to address it. Joe's going to fix it. Great. Well, Joe, maybe you can comment on silver, or actually, here we'll ask to comment on silver. Ironically enough, on the CFTC's fraudulent homepage, whistleblower.gov, I don't need to learn anymore. I actually took probably about 10 hours, maybe 20 hours in totals, submitting evidence. First round was on February 12th. There was a round after that. I've inquired about it. I've called, I've emailed, I've had the lawyer do this, whatever hoops they wanted me to jump through. Still no answer. Here is the same crime again today. Now, I don't know. It could be because acting Chairman Benham, who had the audacity to threaten a bunch of kids on Reddit. Disgusting, man. Maybe he's busy stealing with his global warming buddies there, and he didn't have time to comment on silver. You know, that could be. So, I tried to do the right thing and just called to check in. And I finally got a receptionist on the phone. Maybe I shouldn't say my question that I asked them. I'll tell you in person in Washington, anyone who wants to come next week. But at least one of the numbers just goes straight to voicemail. Then I tried calling the FBI, who I'm told is the agency to call if you have evidence. When I talked to the Department of Justice about a month ago, I said, I understand everybody tells me, well, you got to talk to the CFTC. But if the CFTC doesn't answer anything and has demonstrated itself as criminally negligent, who do you talk to? And they said the FBI. And I'm trying to track down Avi Perry, who has put his name on the FBI and Department of Justice case to let them know. Although, by the way, unlike the CFTC, well, I might be a little slow, but I did promise on Twitter last week, I may have mentioned in the video, that I was setting my own internal timeline for an update from the CFTC. Not a threat. I mean, I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel. And as silly and ridiculous as the laws are created by people who regularly violate and trample all over them, I'm going to still be respectful, peaceful, and stay within that code, but let folks know about some of the things that have been going on. And yes, I can most certainly assure you that is still coming. So with that said, on that chipper note, again, thank you, Reyna Silver. Take this as you will. They're a sponsor of our show, but I really appreciate the silver companies that have navigated the fraudulent era that hopefully is coming to an end soon. I think it's quite unfortunate. And perhaps in closing, I'll mention that I left the U.S. once back in 2013. That was when I left Wall Street. I did not plan to come back. Because I don't like American people, but because this type of thing is disgusting to me. Here we are about 10 years later. I've interviewed everyone outside of Santa Claus. I even got CFTC's own commissioner. Everybody's cool with it. I get it. I'm not going to sit here and keep crying about it. I mean, I'll point it out. Some people find this helpful, understanding what's going on, understanding how the people who've sworn an oath, to have some honor and integrity, you see what they feel about their own oath. And so, yes, for the second time, I am now preparing to leave the U.S. again because I don't stand for this. I'm sick of it. I see it everywhere. And I think that's a shame, but, well, I guess I'll go hang out with some silver companies around South America and see how that goes. Maybe we'll meet some friends there. And amazing that if you believe in, it's like telling the truth in financial markets, you have to leave the U.S. You don't have to. That's the best I can figure out because it's pretty darn frustrating. But I want to thank everyone for being here today. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. There will be coverage. I'll get something with our buddy Jerome. I can't wait to hear those comments. They sound really exciting. Also, big news coming on the 14th because there's, yammer. Oh, market's rigged, blah, blah, blah. But how grateful I am that I've learned a peaceful way to use fraudulent systems to let them implode upon themselves. And we'll pick that up later today and something special coming on the 14th. And I thank you all for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. And any case, while I know this was not the most chipper video, I'm going to go hold some silver. Actually, I got my 1,000-ounce PAMP. 1 kilo bar I just bought from my homie Andy Scheckman and Miles Franklin. So thank you. I'm going to hold this one today. I'll feel a little better. It's like a condom against the Federal Reserve's fraud. And thank God for silver.